Welcome to Dirkson Photography. My name is Dirkson and today I have a new section and I call it Diary of a Photographer. And the idea is to give you an insight every month what I did in the last month and what I will do in the coming month. And the ideas behind it. And there are many photo shoots you see on our channel, and there are only a few videos where I actually talk about it. So you very often see me photographing and not knowing what I think, what I feel, how I got there and where I'm going. So I want to take you on that journey every month and give you an insight of what happened and what will come in the future. And I think it can be really interesting because I'm also talking about projects that I might do, I might start, or which I will start, or maybe some projects that will fail and that will not come to life. It's always when you go to a creative process of finding ideas and starting something, not all things, not all ideas will end in reality. Some will die on the way. Some will lay on a piece of paper, never see the reality because we don't start it, we do other things. And so for the successes and for the failures, I want you to be part of the journey. So you will hear what's important to me, what I want to do in the future, and the future only can show us if I actually will do it. Okay, so let's start with the things I did in September. We're now in October 2017 and now it's wedding season. For me it's nearly every Saturday on a wedding, sometimes also during the week or the Friday. And in September there was one wedding in Italy. Now I live in Germany and it's really interesting to have a wedding in Italy. The man is from France, the woman is from the Netherlands. They both live in Australia and they get married in Italy with a German photographer. There was only one person from Italy. All other people were from the Netherlands, France, England, Australia and Germany. That was a really nice experience, and I took some more days there in Florence to photograph people on the streets. I had with me the Canon 6D and I photographed with the 24mm L 1.2 and the 50mm 1.8 and the 135mm 2.0, which I really love, which is filming right now. So what happened in September? We did many weddings, especially one in Florence in Italy, which was a highlight for me. What else happened in September? I took some pictures in Berlin and in Düsseldorf, and for that I used certain equipment. Now also in September I got rid of some stuff. I had a 70 to 200 f4L lens and I never used it since I got the 135mm lens, so I thought it's time to sell it. I sold it and I bought a Fuji XT20 with the prime lens, the 35 2.0. Now the Fuji XT20 has a touch screen, a flip out screen, which is really nice, and you hear a lot of great stories of people photographing with Fuji. Many are excited, they are so fascinated by these cameras, and I know some photographers who switched from Canon or Nikon to Fuji. One photographer that I really love to watch is Damien Lovegrove. He has a YouTube channel, a website, prophotonut.com, and I think he's one of the most beautiful portrait photographers that you can find, and I love watching him shooting his portraits, and he only uses Fuji. He now got the medium format GFX Fuji system, but he gets such incredible images with these cameras, it's insane. So in September I also bought the Fuji XT20 with a 35 f2 lens, and it's a really great camera, though I'm so used to the Canon 6D, which I use. I have two of them and I now got some really great lenses, so whenever I go out I prefer to take the Canon. It's more easier for me. It works really great images. I'm really happy. There is actually no reason to get another camera. Just from the logical side, there's no reason. The Canon 6D will give me every scenario. It will give me what I want. But I love photography, so I also look at other cameras. It's a great camera, but it's not for me to switch. It's a nice gimmick. It's a nice camera when I go out with my girlfriend and we just walk around, but it's not a camera I would go use on a wedding and with different flashes and TTL and off-camera flash, and that is what I usually do on weddings when the sun goes down. So, but it's something we got new in September, and you never know when you get into a new piece of equipment, how much will that affect your photography? How much will that affect your feelings towards photography? Maybe this camera changed my approach to photography. It didn't, but it could have. So it was worth the try. It's a nice camera, but I don't know if I will keep it. What else happened in September? We got the 24mm f1.4 L2 lens. Prime lens, really nice wide angle lens. We took some pictures with it on the streets in Berlin and in Florence in Italy, and also on the weddings we did this month. I will blend in some images with this lens. And I also bought the 50mm f1.2 L lens. Now this is a lens that I have taken my eye on for a couple of years. I wanted to buy this lens 2 years ago. I rented it, I had the money in my pocket. I thought I'd try it one day, then I'll buy it. And I found the images so similar to the 50mm f8 version. So the quality of the images and the look and the results looked so similar to the small lens. So I bought another lens instead. But now I thought it's time to get it. I went with it to Düsseldorf also this month, and with the XT20. It was raining very heavily, so I only took some pictures with the Fuji, took many pictures with the Canon. I only used it at f1.2 always, with one hand, photographing with one hand, with the center focus point. And I wanted this lens to fail. I thought I will use my shooting style to get many unsharp images. Shooting at f1.2, shooting with one hand, filming with another camera here. And the images turned out really great and the focus was really accurate, which I thought would not happen. So I'm already in love with this lens. I had these two cameras with me, but just with the beauty of this lens, the Canon won, and I left this in the back. So, many new equipments, camera lenses this month. Yeah, it's a lot of money spent in 1 month, but it's what I love, and it always pays off in the images. Now also in September we got 4 years anniversary. I started photography in September 2013 to do it as my main job, to only make money with photography and nothing else. I bought this Canon 6D in September 2013, and I just looked up yesterday how many pictures I've taken, and it shows me 715,000 images with this one camera taken in the last 4 years. So I'm really happy with this camera. So that was about September. That's what happened. Many weddings, one special wedding in Italy, street photography with the 24L, with the 50L, with the Fuji XT20, Berlin, Düsseldorf, Florence in Italy, and other stuff not related to Dirkson photography. And so that's September. Now, what's coming in October? We are going to have a baby, probably at the end of October. So this is a big thing, and also from the photography side, new projects arise. So I'm thinking about making a website where I post every day an image of our baby or about our day, and it would just give you an insight about becoming a father or being one. So babies on the way and projects related to that. One project is a website where I post daily. I thought about which camera would I use for that, and I'm always looking for equipment, gear, and I have my eyes on medium format now. There is a really great opportunities when you look at the Hasselblad H3D or Hasselblad H4D. They're really, they were released 10 years ago for $22,000 and you can buy them now for $2,000. So that is heavy. You can save $20,000 just because it's 10 years old. But the image quality is peak performance. So that is something that I'm looking into, to ask myself, when I photograph my baby, will I use the cameras I have now or will I use a special camera or a special lens just to give the project a frame? And I haven't decided yet. Maybe we buy a new camera. Fuji also has the GFX camera, the medium format, now price reduced here in Germany until January, so for 3 months. Maybe in these 3 months we might even get a Fuji GFX or a Hasselblad X1D. It's a lot of money, but it might be worth it, depending on how we use it. Okay, so what else is coming in October? Weddings will continue. All the Saturdays I'm at a wedding and sometimes on the Fridays as well. There's a new website coming connected to the baby, that we will have a baby. There might be a new camera, but that also might happen in November or December or January. And in February 2018 we will make a workshop in Spain, in Andalusia, in the Costa del Sol. 1 week in a beautiful place where you can learn everything about photography that I know. You will be with me and with us, and we will take beautiful pictures. I did this 1 year ago and I wrote a 200 sides ebook about it. You can download it for free. I put the link, the Dropbox download link, in the description. Take a look at the pictures and the story. If you like to experience something like this as well, you might see us in February 2018. That was it for the first episode, now October 2017, of Diary of a Photographer. Thank you very much. Fertig.